Hey folks, this is Brent Easton with Easton Farms. Well, I came down here to the creek to shoot a quick video clip of our beaver habitat here. Thought I'd make a pretty cool little video here. So we've got quite a population of beaver around on the ranch apparently. And they built us a pond here for free. It's a pretty cool little feature. And that dam is the best part of 5 foot tall right there in the bottom of that creek. That ditch is really deep, so they've built quite a structure there. I guess just for size reference, I'll see if I can get me in the video here. Get an idea of how big it is. So yeah, there's quite a pool of water there. They've put in a lot of work. Pretty fascinating creatures. It can be a huge pest in the wrong place, but in the right place, I mean, it'd cost a good chunk of money to build a pond in a spot like that. You had to do it with equipment. And you can see they've built it to where it comes out level with the ground over there. They'd have trouble building it tall enough to back any more water because there's a ditch that runs that way. If they could do it, that's all uphill grade there towards that pond, but they'd have to build, what is that, 60 yards of dam across that opening. I think they're going to go to that trouble. All they've got to do is move on down the creek, which they've done. They've built several dams down through this creek. We had a flood and a half here. We had probably at least 6 inches of rain, I think. See it where it overflowed their dam. Overflowed to such an extent it didn't even hit the main channel of the creek. Came over here. Just wiped this fairly clean. These little marsh areas, we can't graze them in the spring when it's super wet. The cattle just tear it up. But what they are good for, hold on, I got a cable tied up here. What they are good for is in the middle to late summer when we get really dry. This is just a lush paradise, and I'll try to show that this summer if I get a chance. This was the last piece of really good green graze we had last year when everything turned pretty dry. We never got stupid dry last year. Dry enough that the last thing that was left that was lush and grazable and green was in this marsh area. And all this water's actually abnormal. That's from a beaver dam on down the stream. It makes good habitat for marshy wildlife. There's always a way to make use of it. So the beaver provided us with a water source here, multiple water sources. I fenced across the pool that they've created there. Cattle water out of that all the time when we rotate around through here, and we can water out of the main beaver pool over here. So yeah, it's pretty neat. Useful tools. Been accused of being that myself on occasion. How's that for a sunset? There's no shortage of beautiful scenery out here on the farm. Hopefully those spring peepers aren't drowning out the audio here. That's the sound I appreciate. That is a beautiful sound. To me anyway. How I long to hear that in the middle of winter. It's kind of a muddy mess if you look at it from one angle, but I guess everything's a matter of perspective. It's a beautiful ecosystem. Pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this off here. See you folks all later. Bye-bye.